So the first lesson for Arabic letters, just like any language, to learn the letters, there will be certain concepts we'll be focusing on. This is true for probably any language, but in Arabic, there are a few things which are specific to these letters. So for each letter which we will learn for Arabic language, in this course, we strictly focus on letters only. So you're expected to know the letters and eventually read the words after knowing the letters. You will also learn the vowels with the letters. So we'll be teaching you those along with the letters. For each letter, there are four important concepts. What is the name and shape of the letter? What is the sound of the letter? How do you pronounce the letter? This is extremely important because we learn Arabic, majority of the people learn Arabic because they want to read Holy Quran correctly. And there's an important learning material called Tajweed, which is very important in terms of, it's very important in Tajweed to pronounce each letter correctly. So not just for the sake of language, but also to recite Quran, recite Holy Quran correctly. Tajweed becomes very important, so pronunciation has an extremely important role there. Then orientation of the letter, just like in English, we learned that capital letters go above the line and the lowercase letters go below the line or half above, half below. So orientation of the letter is about where does the letter show up on the line. And finally, form. This is a newer concept because English doesn't have this concept. In English, you can use a letter in the beginning of the word. And you just change the case if it's in the beginning versus if it is in the end. And one word with the B in the middle will also require B to be alone by itself. I cannot come up with a word right now. But at any rate, whatever letters will come before or after those letters will have their own individuality, but you will be able to recognize the B alone by itself in the beginning or middle or end. But in Arabic, we call it form. What's the form of a letter? Is it the beginning form, middle form, and end form? And there's a specific rule about that. So for example, for letter B in English, the closest letter in Arabic is ba. And ba, in the beginning, if it comes in the beginning of a word, then it would be the first half of the word. This is true for all letters pretty much. In the beginning, it will be first half. In the middle, it will be still the first half. But you need to have a little extension to join with the previous letter. This is very different than English. In English, unless you write something in cursive style, you do not really join the words. So for example, greeting. So you join the letters, but otherwise, generally writing, you write the words in a way that each of them are separate alone by themselves. But in Arabic, you have to make sure that if the letter comes in the beginning, then you use the beginning form of that letter. If it comes in the middle, then you use the middle form. If it comes at the end, then you can use the full form, like right here. In this particular word, the letter ba was used twice, once in the middle and once in the end. In the end, it is in the full form, but in the middle, it is same as beginning like here, but it has an extension to join with the previous letter. So by default, the beginning form is like this. The middle form is same as beginning with a little extension to join with the previous letter. And the end form is the full letter, and again, an extension to join with the previous letter. So in summary, when we learn the Arabic letters, we have to learn these four concepts. What is the shape and name of the letter? What is the sound and pronunciation? What is its orientation? And what is its form, beginning, middle, or end? And then you use that form accordingly in order to uh, write a word. An additional information for orientation, depending on the beginning, middle, and end, some letters have the the orientation varies depending on if the letter is coming in the beginning, middle, or end. The example we use for letter ba, orientation is always on the line. But there will be other letters where beginning and middle forms are on the line, but full form is mostly below the line. So that will be our focus for um, that will be our focus for first lesson. How what do we learn in the learn about each letter every week?